Welcome to Book Time with Ryan. I am Ryan, and today I'll be talking about The Abolition of Man by Carson Grubaugh, Midjourney AI, Sean Michael Robinson, and Luciano Floridi. So there's a lot going on here. One, this is a nice copy. It has this, I think, faux leather finish. It's purty. It's purty. And what is it? I didn't know what I was doing when I got this. I don't even remember where I got this. I do. I got it at Barnes & Noble. But what's going on here? This is the first comic book done with artificial intelligence, which means that it's probably a controversial publication. And they did it different ways. I'll say most of what was done seems like it was done with Carson Grubaugh leadership. But there are other names associated with it. A lot of like the information, the afterwards are from Carson. So here's what they did. First part of this book was The Abolition of Man by C.S. Lewis, and it was broken up into parts and then was fed into an AI generator for graphics. I don't know. This is it. I thought the text was interesting. I did not really get a feeling for all the images that AI decided to put with the text. I don't know. I think it's based off the AI. It was weird. It was weird. And then the next part of the book, next two parts, I believe, are things that Carson and maybe Sean wrote. Also thrown into so that first part that was C.S. Lewis, they just kind of let AI do its thing and they went with it with a little bit of tweaking, but not much tweaking. Second part, there was more tweaking involved. They used their own text, put it into AI for a specific kind of image generator, and then also picked the best images that convey the story. Two parts of a story about Hood tech. The fourth part of the book, they let AI generate the story and the images. And it is pretty fucked up. Apparently it was even more fucked up, and they had to dial it back. There was nothing in this part that I liked. Why did AI go straight to like totally screwed up images and storyline? I don't know. But it would make me nervous about AI, I can tell you that much. It is just creepy, weird shit. And I think Carson would agree. What are we on, the fourth? The fifth part of the book is taking information about human identity, and this was done by Luciano Floridi. I liked it. I mean, I don't think, again, the images that were selected by AI really kind of added much to it, but the text, the information was really interesting. And then the final part of the book is really just some of the essays that Carson did on identity and AI, what it means to be human, and that's related to what C.S. Lewis was talking about, although C.S. Lewis, I don't think, was imagining AI technology the way we experience it now. And you really do get a feeling that Carson's not comfortable with it. The privacy and the identity of humans is really has been flipped on its head. We used to keep journals secret. We used to have diaries that had locks on them. I mean, somebody did. I didn't have a lock on mine. And now you just post it everywhere. Now your data is sold everywhere. And I think it is scary. I don't know what the answer is either. When I look at stuff now, I feel that I'm pulling back from a lot of sources now because you just don't know what's real and what's not real. And when you don't know what's real and what's not real, nothing's real. You can't trust everything. So with deep fakes now and the way technology is kind of taken over, you can't tell what is a real photograph now and what isn't. Even with the voices that they use in AI generated stuff. I saw a song that was set in Star Wars, but on the bayou in Louisiana. And it was well done. It was funny. And even the imagery was funny and cool. AI did a good job there, but it still felt weird. And this book goes into some of that. When you look at the imagery and you look at some of the stuff that was generated in here, I think it will feel off to you. And I think even though this is something that they push forward, they're also uncomfortable with it. It's hard to explain why. Now, Floridi kind of goes into it. Grubaugh goes into it. C.S. Lewis goes into it. They all talk about human identity and the uniqueness of humanity, and really go into depth on what that means or what that doesn't mean, what it looks like, and what it's like to have that chipped away at, and how people respond to that. But just the use of AI in this for the illustrations, the use, especially when they were making one of the stories using AI and the illustrations, and how screwed up that was. I mean, he talks about in the afterword how it was so messed up that he said, I don't think this would be a legal book, so they had to dial it back. Why is that the default for AI? I don't know, but I know we use it a lot more than we think we do, but I just feel like there's a point where we're past the point of no return. We can't turn back now. So either we evolve in some way to deal with this new kind of identity, or we throw it out. And that would be hard to do. But they're both hard to do. And there's not an easy answer. And I did not expect this book to bring up all those questions. I really thought it was just going to be like this kind of cheap knockoff, look, we used AI. But it really was a discussion into what this encroachment into the human production of things looks like with AI. And it's not a new discussion. It's a discussion that's been going on for a very long time. And I think it's probably more important now. This is from, I think, 2022. Yeah, well, it came out July 2023. But most of the, as a deluxe edition, but most of it is from 2022. So I thought it was interesting. I didn't really like the AI stuff in it, but I thought the discussion and the essays and some of the concerns around this were really interesting. And I think it largely kind of brings home what they're concerned about and what they want to focus on. So, Abolition of Man. The Abolition of Man. I mean, even that cover's kind of creepy looking, right? So, thanks for being here today. I know it was a quick one, but it's really an interesting topic, I think, even if some of the stuff in here feels wrong. It's relevant now more than ever. I used AI to generate my thumbnail. I think my thumbnails are better, the ones that I make up, but I just typed in Abolition of Man in Craiyon AI, and then threw some words on it. Nothing special. But again, thanks for being here. I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye.
You want is to love, even when it gets too bad.